Hi, another film I watched last week was Into the Inferno, Werner Herzog's 2016 film about the relationship between man and volcanoes. Herzog digs into his own background. The film is partly co-authored with the volcanologist Clive Oppenheimer, who Herzog met while he was making his film Encounters at the End of the World about life in Antarctica, where they explored one of the few volcanoes on Earth where you can look straight into the magma and effectively through to the core of the planet. He and Oppenheimer explore various locations around the world, the deserts of Ethiopia, where early man is preserved in volcanic ash that now just lays on the ground as soil. Um, Indonesia, where the volcanic activity is so powerful, and Oppenheimer learned his trade. Um, Other places as well. um, and Herzog reflects on another film from his own past, Le Soufriere, about a volcano in Montserrat in, I think, the early 80s. It was threatening to destroy the entire island and potentially annihilating its entire population, who were evacuated, except for one man who refused to leave. And Herzog explores over the course of the film the relationship man has with volcanoes, treating them as gods, as powerful annihilators, as objects of worship, as the impetus for social change or development or mankind's own evolution. As always, Herzog is a fascinating narrator, a deep thinker on unusual subjects, and it's a really interesting, engaging, enjoyable watch. But it doesn't have um, the kind of almost apocalyptic nature that a lot of Herzog films have. His distance and his disdain for humanity, which is so refreshing, frankly. Um, the idea that of nature being this intractable monster that mankind has to live in fear beside, I think, is the running theme of much of his work. And here, volcanoes are seen as being terrifying and powerful, but still a subject of interest rather than fear. Um, and and monstrousness that as which they might usually be characterized. The film ends with him speaking to the member of a cult of UFO of volcano worshippers in the Pacific, who describes that he has been told there are other volcanoes elsewhere in the world, and he believes that eventually they will all join up and flood the world with lava, and that will be the end of the human race. And that is the Herzog I recognize. It's an interesting film. Um, it's thoughtful and engaging, but I wouldn't say close to top tier Herzog.